Okay, now we're getting ready to polish, and I mean, there's a lot of guys that start out with foam pads and all that, and you sure can. I still like the wool pad, and I really like the setup of this 3M where it's got a quick disconnect. Basically now, I just push it on, and it's on, and then to take it off, I just pull up on it, and it comes off. So it's really, really nice for switching things over. What I like to use for compound is the 36060. It even has like number 1 on it for the first thing you do, and it's got the white lid. So I just squirt some on, just kind of smear it around a little bit. And when I buff, I don't really spin it up too high. I kind of leave it at the lowest setting. And again, you can use tape if you don't feel comfortable on the edges when you're buffing to try to protect them instead of catching an edge with the buffer. So I'm going to get a foam pad now and change out my compounds. And then just to disconnect it so I can put my foam pad on, just pull back on it and it actually turns it as it's coming off. What's really nice about these pads and what I didn't show you on the wool pad was it's reversible. So either side you can use. That's pretty cool. So again, just click it on. That's it. And I'm using the number 2 or the 6094. And again, just put some on. Rub it in. So you just don't sling it everywhere and get some in the pad. And this I spin a little faster. But again, I don't put a lot of pressure down on it. So right now we're just going to wipe it off. There is a difference in these microfiber towels too. This 3M one here is amazing. And then the key with when you buff is make sure you get all the compound and everything off. Once it dries, it's like concrete. It's really hard to get off. So even with that, I like to use a little of this, the blue, which is the number 3, the 6068. And it really helps me clean up the compound. Plus, it actually even makes it shine a little bit more. It doesn't really burn it, but it's really sticky and firm. So it helps me get around all the edges. And I didn't buff this area because I want you to see the difference of what it looks like buffed and the difference in the orange peel of how much better it looks when you take the time to sand and buff something. Basically, you're wanting to try to get a mirror. You want to get it as flat as the mirror before you start to buff it. The only thing is the more you sand it, the flatter you get. You better have it straight because all your flaws will come out. Even that little orange peel helps you hide bad bodywork. So here you go. Check out the difference. It's pretty straight, especially for like a collision style paint job. I actually don't even do most of the painting here. Chad does, and my part of this is the bodywork. So sometimes I get upset because the painter, they're like, oh, who painted it? And obviously I can paint too, but there's just people that are better than you at certain things. And it's kind of upsetting because the painter gets all the credit, but I feel like the guy doing the bodywork should get the credit because the paint's only as good as what's underneath it. And that goes for longevity to how the panel looks once it's done painted. So skimping the process the way you had seen it, the way I did it, skipping some of those steps will possibly haunt you in the long run. So now that you've seen us take this panel from bare metal all the way through paint and sanding and buffing, if you want to use the same materials we use at Ringbrothers, come to our website at ringbrothers.com.